I'm focused, man.
Time, but if God save me, maybe I'll erase any vice that could potentially bring harm to me. Before I make a move, I think about it karmically. Everything come back like a boomerang. I'm black as Paul Mooney slang. And all I pray for is health and a sustainable business and a faithful missus. I see a lot of people try to be who they ain't. We don't want money that fit in the bag, we want the bank. Just to spread it around like icing on the cake. White Tiger out the cage, Mike Tyson in 88. Dedicated like Jack Boys on Melrose. Smash and grab, yo, this world became a hellhole. Stay cool is what I tell those youngins, so they don't end up in jail clothes. I dedicated my life. Dedicated my life. I dedicated that is his inspiration. Dedicated my whole damn life. If I wanted to now, I could live an old man life. Confronted with how the hood could use more funding, more budgets for more teachers, financial literacy, more speeches. Chefs come cook for me, look what it took for me. The streets had its hooks in me, yeah. People ask me what books to read. Destruction of black civilization as history. Journal of Chris Columbus, that is what interests me. Juneteenth holiday finally came and it pisses me off for the fact that we came and changed. You'll be physically in pain, dedicated like Ricky Walters, Dougie, and dedicated my life. I dedicated my life. I dedicated dedicated my. I don't even know what's going on no more. I don't even know what's happening, man. There ain't no answers. I'ma figure something out, though, yeah. Just try to get my weight up. Try to get all my watches in order. Get my safe up. Get great. I'm 21 years past the 27 club. It's like I went back into my past and then I sped it up. Robert Johnson, Winehouse, and Morrison found what heaven was. Heaven on earth, this shit is magic with no fairy dust. Home of the gully gangster, the gruesome and the scary stuff. I told my brother jump, they gon' go through hell with us. They don't have a history in the streets that compare with us. Hood, they wanna be us. Thugs in the St. Regis, only thing undefeated is time. The second is the internet, number 3 is this rhyme. Before security, my dog had to sneak in the 9. God must be on my side, I had to eat and provide. My winning streak is divine. I told Thun, leave the street behind. Don't let them hype you with slow run beats, cheating the grind. Dog, I'm telling it like it is. You gotta deal with the consequence when you better cribs, you better be ready to sit. Dope dealers, street hustlers, pop cases, throw dice on pavement, cop chases, big gamblers, scullies, high faces, gang wars, hot spots, police raided, left them speechless. Left them speechless. Pick her down on his luck, rapper Betty Broker. The arrogance of a crackhead, mad at a weed smoker, or a pill taker who hated the still wine drinker. A killer who use a gun that hate on a knife swinger. Aight, I get it, it's who the littest, we in competition. Y'all did it first to me to death, I got a proposition. You and your brother stop plotting on each other, plot on millions. Educate yourself, find to different areas of interest. Spread your bets out, double down on what's working, then you double up. Hands on your paper, they send the hate no matter what you touch. Honestly, I'm speechless. Fly to Greece, 20 pointers on a chain, I freaked it. Lawn chair in the hood, sitting comfortably. I must be insane, giving you bars, running companies. I'm done with the redundancies. Checking on my history, making content for Viacom, licensing music to Tiffany's.
All right, we in the building. Live Nadex Market Observation, volume number 96. All right, so we're going to do a quick observation. Oh man, busy, 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 man. A lot of stuff going on. I know I have not been streaming for quite a little while now, but as always, when I have the time, sometimes I even have to make the time to come on, do some market observation. I got a few things I need to talk about concerning Hex and Pulse Chain and PulseX and all the stuff going on in the crypto space as well. So I'll be doing another Hex stream soon. Might be tomorrow. I don't know. It depends on if I have the time. But y'all keep up, man. There's awesome stuff always going on here on TeamAlliance for sure. Gotta make sure that you're paying attention, man. So right now we're going to focus in on some market observation. This is where we do professional trading. Right now I'm doing an observation on the Nadex platform, which is the US-based fully regulated platform that we use for binary options. If you're unfamiliar with what binaries are, I suggest you do some research and find out more information about binaries, because they are the most powerful trading instrument that you can use, in my opinion. I think by now people are beginning to realize that with the right vehicle, you can utilize your skill and ability in the market to really make good money. And that's really all professional trading is about. It's about having the ability to understand and interpret market movement, and then using that information specifically to make the right trading decisions so that your trades are profitable. That's all it is. Like, it's not more difficult than that. But it does require that you do have a level of skill in the market. So what many people often do is they'll come onto trading platforms without the skill set. And we know where that leads to. It leads to and ends up in disaster for people, where they end up losing all their money. And then that leads to them blaming the platform or blaming whoever they purchased signals from, or whoever they purchased a strategy from. You know, they're going to put the blame on the strategy or on the system or on the signal service. Oh, these signals don't work. When it's all said and done, you really need to take the time to learn about the market itself. You need to put that time in. You can't rely on someone else to give you all the answers when it comes to the market. You really just have to take the time and learn. And that's just the honest truth. When you come around here, I'm going to give you the answers. That's why this is TA. So the answer to that question of, can I make money doing this? Yes, you can. Do I need signals? No, you don't. Well, how am I going to figure out when to trade? By learning how to understand how the market moves, first and foremost. That's the answer. Well, what if I don't have the time to learn? Well, then you don't have the time to be profitable. That's it. It's that simple. If you want to be profitable, you have to learn how to understand the market movement. And that requires time. You're going to have to observe. You're going to have to watch without trading. See, this is another thing too about when you come around this environment with us and Team Alliance, I'm going to tell you things that you do not want to hear. That's first and foremost. You're not going to want to hear half the stuff I'm saying because it's not what is the popular thing to tell you. You know, most people, I guess, out here that are offering a service of some type, they're going to tell you what you want to hear because they want you to buy shit that they selling. Me, on the other hand, I don't give a shit whether you train with me or not. You don't have to do anything with me. But the one thing that you can't do is say that I didn't educate you and teach you something about what you should be doing. That you're not going to be able to say about me. Because when you come around here, it's nothing but education and facts. And it proves itself over and over again. There's still people right now that are coming on trading platforms such as Nadex and many others. And they come on the platform, make a deposit, and they try to make money with the deposit, but they have not put the time in to observe the market. So they're chasing trades or trying to figure out how to make a trade that's going to win or earn them a profit, but they're not understanding the underlying elements of what needs to be done. It's not enough for you to just want to make money in the market. And as I'm talking, you can see me drawing out these lines. See, this is part of my observation process. This is the stuff right here that you learn when you train. In fact, the most recent training that I did, I taught everyone why I do this and what it will help us to do when we observe the market and how it basically puts everything into perspective as far as the market movement. See, when you look at a chart, the chart consists of these red and blue candles, which represent what the price is doing. All of these candles represent movement. And this is why I don't understand why people don't take the time to learn market movement first, because the whole chart consists of market movement. Everything you're looking at on the chart is movement. All of the market activity is simplified for you by the candles. So when you look at a candle, for example, you got some here that are red, you got some here that are blue, right? The blue candles simply mean that from the beginning of that 60-second period, because each of these candles are 1 minute, from the beginning of that period, the market moved higher at the beginning of the 1 minute period, and it ended higher at the end of the 1 minute period. That produces a blue candle. What produces a red candle? When the market opens up at the beginning of the candle and moves lower and ends that 60-second period lower than where it opened. That makes these candles red. Very simple, right? Mark, that's real simple shit. Yeah, it is. It's very simple. So how is it that people still are not successful when they trade? If it's just as simple as blue means up and red means down. It's because the movement is not just that simple. The question becomes, well, how is that red or blue candle being created? How big is the candle? What makes a candle big or small? Now we're getting into the market. See, these questions I'm asking are market questions. How much distance is in the movement of a candle? The amount of distance will determine the size of the candle. When you have bigger candles, it's because there's more distance of the movement. You have smaller candles, it's because there's less distance. If you look closely at the candles, on some of them, you'll see a little skinny line, either underneath the body of the candle or above the body of the candle. Just look. You see on this one, see that skinny line underneath? That's a wick. We'll go back and look at some other candles. Here's a little small wick here. Here's a wick here. What do the wicks mean? Why some of the candles have a wick on them, some of them don't. The wick represents when the market moved in one direction first, and then it came back into the opposite direction. And at the end of that 60-second period, it ended further back than the furthest point that it went to. So, for example, if we're looking at this red candle here with the wick underneath, the wick underneath means that the market actually, from the open of the candle, which is the top of the candle, it moved lower down to where you see the bottom of the wick. It went down that much. But by the time the candle ended, the market also came back up to the bottom of the base of the candle where you see, and that's where it ended. And that's what created the candle with a wick underneath. It's movement. See, so by understanding how to move, or I should say by understanding how the market is moving, you'll be able to interpret what the candles mean. Why is that important? Because by you knowing what the candles are doing, what you're really doing is you're interpreting what the market is doing. And if you're able to interpret what the market is doing, guess what happens when you trade? Your trading decision is now based on what the market is doing instead of being based on whether you think the trade will win or not. You see the difference? So the way that the majority of everyone out there trades is they're placing their trade, and what they're doing is almost like they're betting. Well, I think that the market is going to do this or do that. When in actuality, you should not be betting at all, because you can look at the market and see what it is doing. So you don't have to guess if it's going to do something. When you understand how it's moving at the time, you'll know what it is doing now. And if you know what it is doing now, your trading decision is based on what the market is actually doing now, which means that the outcome of the trade will be exactly in alignment with the outcome of the market's movement. You see how they just connect? So make no mistake about it, you will lose your trades when you have not connected these two things. You have to connect the market's movement to the trade that's setting up for you. You can't just have trades. Anyone can trade. Trading is not the problem. Winning your trades, that's the problem for the majority of people. It's like, well, why are you not winning your trades? It's because you don't understand how the market moves. You haven't sat and observed and watched the market long enough to know what the market is capable of doing in different circumstances. Because there are times when the market can be moving one way and then it suddenly moves another way, but it can be in the same direction or it can be in the opposite direction. And if you're not careful, you'll interpret the change in the behavior as the change in direction only. So you're just thinking, oh, well, the market reversed and it went the other way. Yeah, it reversed and went the other way, but you could have seen what the behavior is already and how the market has been consistently positioning itself. And you could have known before it did what it did that the potential for it to do that was there. Which means that if you were potentially looking to get into a trade at that time, you would have known not to trade because you would have already known that the market was not stable enough. You see how powerful that is? So people, they'll often message me asking me, you know, Mark, I don't understand how you win all your trades like that. And it's not about bragging about winning all of my trades. Like, that's not even what I do. I don't even talk about it. People talk about it. I don't. You don't hear me saying anything about 100% win rate. You never hear me talk like that. And the thing is that I don't have to say nothing, because the proof and the evidence of what I do speaks for itself. I don't got to say shit. So when you ask me questions like, you know, Mark, how are you doing this? This is what I'm talking about all the time. By understanding market movement. That's how. So if you're still in the trade mode phase where you're still trying to figure out how to find good trades, then you're missing everything I'm teaching. You're missing all of the education that I'm giving to you. And when you go back on any of these streams, you'll see for yourself, all the stuff I'm talking about is consistent. It never changes. I'm always talking about behavior. You always hear me refer to the market in terms of environment. If it's stable, if it's not stable, stability, instability, right? Am I ever switching up? Am I ever talking about anything different? No. Even when I implement different tools, like, for example, me putting the lines on the chart, these are tools. The tools are just helping us when we observe the market. That's all they're there for. But me using the lines, that's not the reason why I'm going to be successful, but they're tools that are going to help me to build the reason why I'm going to be successful. You see what I'm saying? So all the tools that you can utilize to help you to focus on the core elements of the market, those tools become very powerful for you because they help you to create more precision in your execution. That's what it is. So any tool that I implement, just like many of you have seen me with a green box, and I'll draw the box out. Many of you have seen, you know, this box. See this green box? You're used to seeing this, right? And you see me taking the box and moving the box. The box is still there. I just drew the box. The box is like understand what I'm saying. Even with the box not being there, the box is still there. Even though you don't see the box right now, the box is still there. Why? Because it's a tool. So whether it's there visually or not, I'm utilizing the same process. So whether I see the box physically or not makes no difference because I'm applying the same process. So even without the box, there's the box. This is what I mean about the tool. So anything that helps you to create more precision, to create more efficiency with your observation of the market, anything that allows you to be more consistent with the way that you're seeing things in the market, that is a tool. And the tool is helping you. It's building you because you are ultimately what is aligning itself with the market. So that when you look at the market, you can see, okay, market is not really that stable right now. Or you can see the market is stable right now, but it's still not positioning itself the way that I need it to. Like, what does all of this mean? You hear how I'm talking? These are the things that you need to be saying as you're observing the market, because this is what the market does. I'm not making this up. All of this has come through observation. It just has come from me looking. Everything you hear me say, everything you've ever heard me say, market behavior, instability, in position, it's out of position, there's no pricing, it's in sync. Where's all this shit coming from? Am I just making shit up? No, I'm not. I'm observing and I'm using language to explain what I'm seeing. So all of the things that I present are things that you begin to discover on your own as you observe. That's why this is a skill set that you learn. I can't tell you guys for how long and for how many years now, people still are trying to make it seem like this is a strategy that I'm teaching. It's not a strategy. It's more of a way of observing the market. That's not a strategy. At the core, that is a skill within itself. You know why it's a skill? Because everyone can't do it. You don't even know to do that unless someone tells you. Someone like me. How would you know to even look at the market this way if you were not told to? You don't get on the chart just looking at the market. You get on the chart looking for a trade. And that's the simple facts right there. Am I telling the truth? What do people do when they come on the platform? Make a deposit and start doing what? They start looking for trades immediately. They don't even know what trade, but they looking for trades. So because you're looking for trades, you gravitate to signal services and you gravitate to strategies because you are looking for trades. And here I am telling you, don't look for trades at all. What do you mean by that, Mark? Well, I'm not sure what you mean. Exactly what I'm saying. Don't come on a platform looking for trades. Come on the platform and your desire should be to learn how to understand the nuances of the platform and how to understand the markets that are available for you to trade on the platform. That's what you should be doing. Oh, well, Mark, is there a difference between the euro dollar and the pound dollar? Yeah. One is the euro and one is the pound. But is there a difference in the fact that they both move? No. They both move. What does that mean? It means that there's really no difference between the two. So what I'm saying is that there really is no difference between markets. Why? Because all markets move. So by you learning how to understand movement, guess what happens? You can observe and you can trade any market.
I'm focused, man.
How many years have people been asking me which market is the best one to trade? Mark, is the euro dollar better or is the dollar yen better? Is the pound dollar better? Which one is better? Mark, what time of the day is the best time to be on the chart? What time of the day is the market the slow? Like all of these questions that you have, they are more oriented towards trades that you want to get into. There really should only be one question. How is the market moving? Let me say that again. The only relevant question is how is the market moving? That's it. You don't need the answer to no other question. That's the answer that you need right there. The answer to that question is the only thing that you need to know. How is the market moving? That's it. Because now by you asking that question, you immediately put yourself in alignment with the market. And guess what the market does? It teaches you how it moves. It shows you how it moves. And because you're observing it, you're not trying to project your own thing on the market. You're not sitting there saying, oh, I want it to go up. I want it to reverse from here. I want it to start trending. That's not what I'm talking about at all. Don't say nothing. Just observe, just watch and be quiet. I'm giving you the key right now. You want to be profitable in the market? You want to trade at the professional level? Observe the market and be quiet. That's how you do it. Observe the market and just shut up. Don't ask nothing. Just watch. Like I said, there's only one question that you needed to ask. How is the market moving? After you ask that question, the answers start to come. The answers start to reveal themselves. This is just what the market does. Just think about the nature of the market. Are you controlling the movement, or is the market just moving by itself? The market is doing what it does. Oh man, the market is moving crazy today. The market moves crazy every day, if that's the case. Because what you're describing as crazy is what the market always does. At times. The market also moves in a different way than that. But if in your mind you just think that the market is some random thing that just does whatever it feel like doing and that's it, and you can't ever, figure it out, well, that's going to be what your experience is with the market. But if you realize that, okay, yeah, the market does do what it wants, but the market really is only doing one of two things. It either is moving with stability or it's not. Now, look at that right there. That one realization. This is the first realization that you come to. The market either has stability in its movement or it doesn't. You realize how powerful that is? That's powerful as hell. Because what happens is when the market does become stable, you'll notice that the repetitive behavior of the market continues to do what it is doing already. How many times have you heard me say, well, when the market is stable, it keeps doing what it's already doing? Exactly. So if you know that the market is stable, which can only come through observation, then that means that once the market begins to continue to do what it is doing already, you now also can identify what it is doing, which means you know that it will keep doing that. Well, what's that? That is what it is doing now. Come on now. This is how you have stability when the market is fast or slow. It's like, whoa, you can have stability when it's fast too? Yes. That's not the first way I'm going to train you, because it's easier to learn something in slow motion. So I'm not going to teach you in a faster paced environment because it's easier to learn it in a slower environment. It's easier to see something when it's moving slower. You ever try to see a vehicle driving at 250 miles an hour? It's like a little dot. Zoom. Zoom. But if it slow down to 50 miles an hour, it's like this. You can see what kind of car it is. But at 300 miles an hour, you can barely see what kind of car. You don't know what that was. You just saw a car driving past because it's moving fast. That's the dynamic that I'm explaining as far as the market. So it's easier for you to understand stability when you look at it in a slower environment. That's what I focus on. That's what I teach you first. And you got to understand, like, this is powerful stuff, because what you're learning literally is an ability that puts you in position to earn. See, learning this skill set means now you can come on Nadex with $100 and starting with $100 over a series of a few trades, 15 trades or so. You put yourself right in position to make damn near 3 times as much as that $100 deposit, literally, on every trade thereafter. And let's say that you just average 1 or 2 trades a week. Let's say you average 1.5 trades a week. So that means 1 week you get 1 trade. Next week 2 trades. Week after that 1 trade. Next week 2 trades. That's about 6 trades for the month, right? $1,700 over the course of a month. And that's averaging 1.5 trades a week. I'm just saying. And these are 5-minute binaries. They rotate every 5 minutes. And you're equipped with a skill set that allows you to observe the market and to know when to be in a trade. So by the time that you end up in a trade, it's a profitable trade. And you just rinse and repeat this same process week in, week out, week in, week out, week in, week out. And you can always scale up the account. So if you took $100 to put you in position to make $1,700 doing a trade and a half a week, you can scale that up. It only takes 4 trades to double that. What did I just say? It only takes 4 trades to double that. So you can keep scaling that up as much as you want to. You can scale that up over the next 6 to 8 months. Over the course of the next year, there's no rushing. You have a skill set now that you're able to apply over and over again. You can produce income and you can continue to build up the amount of the income at the same time. You realize what you have in your hands with that ability? So you got the platform, you got the skill set. What we talking about? That's financial freedom. That's literally financial independence right there in a nutshell. I'm just saying. Where else are you able to do that at? Where else can you do that? You learn a skill set, then you take $100 and you build it. You use it to build literally a cash flow. That sounds like a business to me. That sounds like a business that you built from nothing. That's what it sounds like to me. And people who are still wondering why I'm still doing the same thing. Oh, you still trading? Yeah. What do you mean am I still, are you still breathing? Let me ask you that. Do you still breathe every day? Of course you do. So why you got the audacity to ask me if I'm still trading? Like it was something on the side that I was doing. No, this is what I do. There ain't nothing else out here that allows you to do what we doing. I'm just saying. And I don't give a shit how long it takes you to figure it out. I really don't. I don't care how long it takes you. Oh, it's going to take me a while. So what? Because at the end of this is exactly what I just laid out for you. $100 putting you in position to generate cash flow 3 times as much off the rip. And you can continue to scale it up in perpetuity as large as you want it to be. No limitation whatsoever. And we're not even talking about trading every day. We're talking about trading once a week. 2 at the most. 2 times a week at the most. And let me explain something to you also about just the way that this flows. Many times I'll end up being in 3 trades for the week and I didn't even realize it. I'm just saying. I might not have even gotten on the platform every day. I didn't get on the platform today. This is the first time me being on the platform today. I was out with my kids today, running around, eating ice cream and bubble tea and shit like that. That's what I was doing today. I didn't think about trading. And what's today, Thursday? And mind you, I got 3 trades in this week. From earlier in the week. This is what I'm saying. Just stress-free. So if you messaging me still asking me the same question, oh, Mark, you know, I don't know how long it's going to take. I don't give a shit how long it takes you. Why do you care how long it takes? Just learn. Train. Get whatever you need. Some of y'all might need a one-on-one. Ask the folks around that already got one-on-ones with me if it helped them. Yeah, it has. That's personal training. Private. That means you can ask all of the shit that you're scared to ask in front of everybody else. All the shit that you might be embarrassed to ask. It's just me. Me and you. Ask what you want. Get the answers that you need. See, sometimes people they'll come into training and they'll, be thinking that something is one way, or they might be confused about something, but they scared to say anything. They don't want to feel like, they're embarrassed in front of the group. All right, well, ask me in private. And like I said, if you feel like you need more, book a session. See, these resources that I've made available, these resources are for y'all. That's the only reason I'm doing it. You can ask anybody in the group or who's been around for TA for any period of time. I just started doing private one-on-one training in May. I haven't done this for years because I'm like, I ain't doing that shit. I don't got time. And although I still really don't have the time, I make the time because I know that people need it. So what does that tell you about me and my character? I want to see you succeed, and I want to see you become what I know that you're capable of becoming because you're here. See, you wouldn't be here if you didn't believe. And it really ain't nothing to really believe all that crazy. It just is what it is. If you train and you learn and you just remain in training and you just stay put, instead of bouncing around, buying this strategy, doing this, hopping over there and doing all this extra shit, if you just sit down and relax and train, you'll get this. And once you get it, you got it. This is the truth. This is just what it is. Regardless of how long it took you. Who cares how long it took you? Who you know out there right now that's in position to do what we do? Hop on a damn trading platform, look at the market, and wait for a trade to come. Notice I said wait for a trade to come. I didn't say to get on and start trading. That's not what we do. We literally sit here and wait for the market to give it up. Because we know at some point the market will give it up. Why? Because we are observing the market. And at some point the market will stabilize and then a trade will come. And then that will be the trade that we're in, and we'll get our profit and we log out, make the withdrawal, and the bank is in the money's in the bank the next day or the day after. And I'm not even exaggerating. It seemed like the withdrawals are getting faster because I made a withdrawal yesterday and it hit the bank this morning. ACH withdrawal. Not even a debit card withdrawal. ACH hit the next day. I'm just telling you about what goes on. That's all. That's all. You're going to get to the point where you start making withdrawals. And they start hitting the bank. Like, oh, shit. Damn, I got money all the time. Damn. I had a bill coming up, but shit, I got the money to pay it. Things start to change and they start to shift because this is a skill set. So understand that professional trading is something that special type of people end up able to do, because most people have a very short attention span. Most people are very impatient, and most people are greedy. So they're not going to put the time in to learn something life-changing like this. They just ain't going to do it. And it is what it is. It's your choice. You can choose to do that if you want. That's fine. Ain't nobody telling you to do it. I don't give a shit whether you do it or not. But my point is that I'm telling you about what's possible, and I'm telling you about what will happen if you do it. That's all. And on top of that, my thing is, what else is out there that's better than what we're doing here? I'm just saying. Oh, well, I do crypto trading. It's not better than what we're doing. You over there trading crypto. I don't trade crypto. I buy crypto because I understand what crypto is. See, this is another thing, too. This is what I'm talking about as far as TeamAlliance. I do crypto, but I don't trade it. I trade binaries. To me, crypto is not for trading. Crypto is a whole different thing. In that industry, you need to be able to recognize and identify certain things that are in place that the network effect will take place in over time. It's just like, for example, Bitcoin, Ethereum. Of course, people are always going to use them. But anything that has a utility in the market and has a purpose that it serves, that performs a function that a lot of people want or need, that's going to be a success. That's why Bitcoin became successful. That's why Ethereum became successful. And there are others. So just imagine being able to recognize when you have something that comes along that fulfills a purpose the way Bitcoin and Ethereum did. That's how you look at crypto. See, I got that going on too here. And I keep telling y'all, listen, when folk don't listen to me, they fuck up. I'm just saying. Folk don't listen to me, they be fucking up. But when you do listen, though, you already know what it is. All right, let me come into the comments real quick. Andrew, what's up, man? What Mark says is true. I needed to hear this today. Recently became a member of TA, but still thought I could go about it my own way. Incorrect. Back to square one. No deviations from now on. See, there's a reason that we train the way that we do. I know, and it's so funny too, because I know exactly what folks do. And oftentimes you'll hear me say certain things and you think I'm talking directly to you, and I'm not. When I say stuff, I don't know who it's for. But when it comes out, it be for somebody. And they're usually in attendance. So they might even catch the replay of a stream that I do. And they'll play that joint, and something that I said will be on there directly for them. Because that's how we're built just as human beings. We're very psychological. Everything about what we do is psychological, all of it. So understanding the market is just like understanding human behavior, because they're one and the same. And I understand them both very well. So here we are. Haitian. They can't handle the truth. They want people to lie to them. People always want somebody to lie because they want them to say what they want to hear, even if that means lie. Jamal, I think what you taught us will also help us to locate vertical a lot easier. Not a vertical observer. Yes, of course. Of course. Because you can't help but see it regardless of whether the market is moving horizontally or vertical. You once you learn how to see stability, you see it everywhere. Nothing's impossible. You can't base your thinking from a negative perspective. All facts. All facts. Life-changing stuff. Just wish more people understood what I told them. Freedom has to be your goal. If you're after money, you'll get rocked. If you keep watering the seed, it can't not grow. Exactly. Exactly. Here's a question. I don't think Jamal asked one today, but what does freedom mean to you? Well, freedom to me means exactly what I'm able to do now. It means being able to wake up at whatever time you so choose. It means not having to punch a clock. It means not having to deprive yourself of anything that you desire to have or anything that your family desires to have or needs. Being able to move around, go where you want to go, when you want to go. You don't have to answer to anyone. You don't have to explain yourself to anyone. You don't have to justify anything to anyone. You're literally free to do all the things that you desire to do and in position to do it. Also, freedom means responsibility, because everybody can't be free. You know why? Because some people need someone to tell them what to do. Hold on. Hold up. See, some people need a job. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. This is going to hit home for some folks out there. Some people need a job. You know why? Because they need somebody to tell them what to do. Some people can't function without that structure. Like, for some people, it just means structure. Being told what to do, when to do it, on a schedule. At this time, you do this. At this time, that happens. But someone else appointed the times, and someone else appointed what it is that you're supposed to be doing at that time. You didn't do it. Some people are built that way. And don't get me wrong, it's okay. See, it's all right if you don't want freedom from that perspective. But at least want freedom financially. At least. Because to be financially dependent on an outside entity other than your own skills and abilities, it puts you in a different position, as we know. Because it means if you got a job, you can always be let go for whatever the reason is. You might be the best employee ever, but for whatever reason, you could be let go, right? That's kind of scary when you think about it. Because if you're financially dependent on that job, what does that mean now for your finances? It means you're in trouble. So I don't want to somebody trying to do something. I don't know if I should even acknowledge that. Somebody doing something. All right. There's somebody on another computer doing something. I don't know if everyone necessarily sees it as that, but I see it that way. Definitely do. And I didn't mean to be so long-winded, but that was a good question. That was a good question. Some people think 1,700 is not a lot, but it's not about the 1,700. It's about the skill set. That can turn into 17,000. Right. Exactly. Exactly. Very well said, Jamal. Very well said, because there's no limitation to how you can scale it up. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. And you can scale it up without depriving yourself of the cash flow along the way. Like I said, 4 trades, every 4 trades, it doubles. So if you're trading once a week, that means literally within 2 months, you would double the size of your earnings trading once a week. So let's just do a little bit of math real quick. So if you're making, let's say $250 a week off of one trade, in 8 weeks, you'll be making $500 a week. Pay attention. Another 8 weeks, you're making $1,000. Another 8 weeks, $2,000. Mind you, this started from the same $100 from the beginning that you deposited. And it's happening because of the skill set that you possess. Once a week. Once a week. 8 weeks, your income doubles. How often do you double your income at your job? I'll just leave that right there. I'm gonna leave it right there. That's what I'm saying. See, this is freedom. But understand that there's a responsibility that comes with freedom, because freedom means that it's all on you. It's all on you. But look at the rewards. The rewards let you know that it's worth it to put the work in to become free to begin with. Haitian, to me, I think it's the aspect of being able to to be present in the lives of those I love, being me, and not having to wear my work masks where I pretend to be happy around strangers I don't even like. Right. I agree. You can be yourself at all times. A baby takes 9 months to develop. You're going to pull them out 6 months early because you're excited? Nah, patience is extremely valuable. Very good analogy. Said pull them out early because you're excited about the baby. That's crazy. That's crazy. Shawnee, we waiting, not trading. And that's tough for lots of folks. It is. But see, this is another aspect of training. Training helps you to overcome your own bullshit that puts itself in your way. Your own bullshit will be the reason that you are not doing certain things. Your own bullshit is going to be what you have to overcome. You don't got to overcome the market. The market ain't going nowhere, and the market is not changing. It's always going to be the market. You have to overcome your own shit. And that's part of the process of acquiring the skill set. Because you cannot acquire this skill set being the person that you are right now. You're going to have to change. You're going to have to become the person that deserves the skill. Whoa. Come on now. Don't make me take you out of church. Carrie, I've been listening to Mark. Stop trading and observing. TA Hex, TA Mindset, my ears are open. There it is. There it is. Facts, freedom, and discipline go hand in hand. Come on now. Come on, man. Bubble tea is it's like a drink that these kids, they like. My daughter, she loves it. It's like, what do you call that stuff? Oh man, it's like these little jello kind of balls in the tea. Pause. I forgot what they called. Tapioca. That's what it's called. Yeah, it's like tapioca. Yeah, Carrie hit it on the head. Asian drink is like fruit drink with some tapioca balls in it with ice. It's good. Pause. Pause. It's hard for me to drink anything with balls in it. Oh shit, let me stop messing with y'all. Yeah, man. Yeah, but a lot of people drink it though. Definitely do. Very popular. Very popular. Take us to church. Yeah, man. Right. Yeah, I'll pass. Word. I'm gonna stick to my lattes and my smoothies. I'm good. Yeah, man. But I wanted to just come on real quick, do a little quick observation, do a little teaching, do some motivation real quick. So, you know, I'm hoping that these live streams are educational for you, regardless of what I'm doing at the time. You know, right now I'm doing a Nadex market observation. Sometimes I might be on the QUOTEX platform doing the observation for that. Sometimes I'll be on here talking about Hex and Pulse Chain and all of that stuff, all of the crypto stuff. So regardless of what's going on, and you know it's going to be good information, and you know it's going to be some solid stuff for sure. Yep. Just call them Yummy Spheres. Yo, y'all are nuts. Y'all stupid, man. Yummy Spheres. Oh shit. Y'all crazy. That means it's time for me to get off of this. Y'all acting crazy now. All right, y'all. So this is live Nadex market observation volume number 96 in the bag. And y'all know what it is. I'll be back on at some point. I'm hoping to do the Hex stream maybe tomorrow. If not tomorrow, then at some point over the weekend. Hopefully. I also have a QUOTEX training coming. That more than likely will be on the weekend because that platform is available 24/7. So I'll be able to do it on the weekend when I have more time. All right. All right, y'all. So y'all know what it is, man. I'm going to see y'all on the next one. Mark Fuller, TeamAlliance. So this is volume number 96. Nadex market observation in the bag. I'm going to holler at y'all. Love, peace, and soul.
Dom de Marco. Dom de Marco.
We've been on a tragedy for months. Why can't you agree with me for once? Maybe we can be on chill tonight. Maybe I can give you chills too. We've been on a tragedy for months. Why can't you agree with me for once? Yeah. Maybe we can be on chill tonight. One time. Maybe I can give you chills. I'm getting mine like fine wine measured in time. Many other brothers love you, but this pleasure is mine. It's no pressure for us to say that I love you from now. So that cup, that is one that's be comfortable now. For real, who you loving, who you wanna pull up with?